So what I wanted to do was, there's a great man, and he's here, okay? And I'm fortunate to have a conversation with him. And can I have a slide the mic, sir? So I'm going to have a conversation with him. And this is how I imagine. By the way, I've never met him. I just saw on YouTube, kind of his personality. I don't know him. So please, some of you may know him personally. I don't know if some of you are that old. But if you know him and, if the personality doesn't match, sorry for that. But this is what I think a great visionary like him would say or do. Okay. So that's why I asked you to get off the stage, so you can actually see something. Okay, so this is Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. Obviously, he's a distinguished person, so he needs a jacket. And I'm a working class guy, so I have to roll up my sleeves and do the work, right? And he likes people who do the work. I don't know whether you've read about him. He's a taskmaster. I'm trying to open this. Obviously, it's a new shirt. Most of my shirts don't have this, so I really don't like wearing long sleeve shirts. But anyway, so I'm a working class guy. I get to see him. So he says, so I meet with him. Sir, I'm Rajamanikam. Oh, so you are Mr. Rajamanikam. So you got the award this year. Frankly, I don't know anything about you. I just read on the website something about you. So you are one of those America returned NRI coming here after many years, after you send your kids to college. Now you're free. Now you want to come to India and see what you can do. You started a company. You hired all this fantastic engineering talent, started a service company, figured out how to make some money. And is that right? Yes, sir, kind of. But we did some innovation. We're the first one who pioneered test engineering and product engineering. So it's not like just kind of a service outsourcing thing, but we actually did something new. All you fellows say the same thing. All you come from the US, you service the same multinationals. Whatever you've done there, you keep doing it here. And then you say, you've done something new. Right? Do something new, man. You know what in ISRO we did? Sir, I know you did like rocket science, but we have done a little bit of our rocket science ourselves in this kind of, I believe that, once we, improving our services and we build our expertise, maybe 5 years, 10 years from now, we'll be setting the standards. We will be telling other people how to do the test. We will tell all these TI and all these guys, this is how it should be done. This is how product engineering needs to be done. This is how you bring a design to market. So we will do the entire chain, sir, but we have to start in small phases. Okay. Looks like you're a smart guy. So let me tell you about ISRO, right? I think we had the same kind of situation, so let me tell you about ISRO. When we started ISRO, nobody believed us, right? And we had the bicycle. NASA was the Mercedes. You must have seen some pictures, right? Our guys carrying the tip of the rocket on a bicycle. That's how we built. We didn't have money. NASA had billions of dollars. We had lakhs of rupees. But yet, we had the vision. We had the vision to connect all the Indians. We wanted to give them television. We wanted to educate them in science and technology through satellites. So we launched satellites, we built satellites. We built a great team, everybody pulling together. We had the passion. Sir, I think ISRO and TESOL are kind of similar. We also have a lot of passion. Our team is great. We all pull together. It's not just money that drives us. We want to make a difference. We really, really want to make a difference. And maybe this award will, even help us. Okay, enough of this. So tell me what you intend to do. Tell me if, there is something that maybe I can give you some suggestions. Sir, when I first came to India, I wanted to do manufacturing. I thought we missed the manufacturing boat. I used to work in Malaysia, I used to work in Singapore, of course, I used in the US, and sometime also in Japan, and so on. And I thought, we have fantastic engineers, we have fantastic people who can do things, but for whatever reason, whether it's political reason or whatever, we could not do it. So I was very disappointed. And when I wanted to start the company here, they said, no manufacturing. Indians cannot do manufacturing. Indians are only good at doing engineering. If you give instructions to Indians, they will challenge the instructions. So Chinese, Japanese, Koreans, Taiwanese, they will just follow. Here in India, we will challenge all those things. No discipline. And then it doesn't make economic sense. Then they said, the most ridiculous excuse was given was, we don't have water. So you can't build a fab. So anyway, there's nothing new. But let me tell you, Mr. Rajamanikam, where I see the semiconductor ecosystem is today, where the market is, and maybe you can do something about it. So, the last 50 years or so, semiconductor has made many changes in people's life, right? It's made a lot of changes in people's life. But probably the affluent and the wealthy and the people who had enough of money and so on got the most benefit. It did benefit some of the lower level people, but I think the larger share went to that. But in the last 5 years, the momentum is picking up for all the people. And why? Because it is becoming more of a commodity. Right? This huge drive of commoditization. This is going to help. Now we're starting to see the real applications. The Honorable Minister talked about some of that. The real applications in IoT, whether it's in agriculture or environment or weather or how those people are using it. Previously, it was only airline tickets and so forth. So I believe we are in the cusp of an evolution where the semiconductor electronics will be consumed largely by the ordinary people, where the big difference is going to happen. I think the next 10, 15, 20 years, that consumption of semiconductor to solve real problems is going to happen. So what does this mean to semiconductors? Top of the line fabs are running 7 nanometer, maybe they're even aspiring to 5 nanometer or so, right? And we've heard the stories about people trying to set up fabs over here and all the issues that we had and so forth, right? The cost of fabs have gone up so much, I think it's going to be only limited to 5 or 6 companies in the world. That's there. Now, the real question is, do we need fabs that keep going, 7 nanometer, 5 nanometer? Personally, from me, coming from up there and looking at the whole world, I think now the fabs are becoming more of a science projects. Who does need, to go further and further down? I don't know. Maybe the majority of them, you don't need to. To all the products in the real world, do they need this kind of 7 nanometer type of products? The real world where people actually do something. So, forget the big fabs. Where is the bottleneck for affordable products? Where is the bottleneck? This is how I see it. Interconnect. The interconnect is the glue that puts together all these technologies together. Whether you're talking about the digital processor, the MEMS, the antenna, the memory, the power packs, all of this together. And you can design the most powerful chip, but the moment you touch the interconnect, it's gone. The speed is gone, the power is gone. So the innovation is in the interconnect. It's not able to keep up with the fab. The integration is in the interconnect. Where do you integrate all of this? It's in the interconnect. Where's the customization? Now this is very key. When you go further and down towards the consumer, it becomes a lot more customized for that particular application. So you need a lot more engineering to work on this. So the key word is customization and engineering. All these require massive scale of engineering. We've gone through an era where you got this big, large, centralized factories. I believe there's the new factories of, you talk about 3.0, 4.0, it is going to be engineering-driven factories, customization-driven factories. And that's where I think we have a big play. We want engineering, the questionable minds, the innovation, to be the ones who will be driving these factories. And where else can you get scalable engineering? Where else? I mean, you know the answer. So I just researched a little bit about wafer level CSP, I meaning Vikram Sarabhai. And I believe this is one of those technologies that's adaptable because all he needs is a current process. Om is not here. Om can vouch to it. He'll be more than happy to talk about this all day. Om is the CTO of Applied. The wafer level CSP has the ability to meet the objectives of low power, no loss of performance, enable stacking. You can do 3D packaging. You can put parts on side by side. You can do shielding. I mean, you can do all kind of things with wafer level CSP. And it's cost effective. We're not talking about $1 billion or $5 billion type fab. It's a $150 to $200 million investment. It can be done. For a 12-inch fab, and you can process probably 10 to 15,000 wafers a month. It's absolutely doable and relatively easier to build. Here we're talking about the back-end equipment, so you don't need this 7 nanometer type stuff. You can put it up, I believe, in 12 to 18 months. Of course, I've never been right about this. In my business plan, when I started, I said we'll be profitable in the second year. It took me 12 years to become profitable. But anyway, this seems, it's a proven technology, and there's a lot of innovation that can go on top of it. Value creation. I think this is so where's the value creation? Design the modules, integrate into products, build the modules with the wafer level. So we do the design, our engineers do the design, we integrate them into the product, again it's at the design, we actually build it here, because you need that feedback, that close feedback to build it. We integrate the software, this is our strength. All these things have to talk to each other. The die has to talk to, the analog has to talk to the digital, has to talk to the power, has to talk to the memory, we need the antenna to be integrated, and then you need all of this to be talking to each other and to the outside world. And we have all of that, right? We write the drivers, we write the communications, we write the low-level stacks. We do all the applications. So we have all of this. So all of this can be integrated together. And no other place has this kind of capability than here. So finally, it's a little bit off. Is there some way you can pull it up or no? Okay. So ISRO, what is ISRO very proud of? We can launch satellites at 1/100th the cost of what NASA can do. And today, all over the world, people are asking ISRO to launch satellites for them or develop stuff for them. It is in our DNA. We are frugal. Designed and developed by frugal engineers. I don't know whether you recognize there, but that's Dr. Abdul Kalam. So it's going to be manufactured by innovative factories for billions of ordinary people. This is what I think it's going to happen. So what do you say, Mr. Rajamanikam? Sir, I think this is fantastic. I didn't realize that after so many years, you're up to date with technology. And this is fantastic. So what do you think I should do next? So, Mr. Rajamanikam, now you have my award. And I think you probably deserve it. But take this as a stepping stone and build on this. Build on this where you bring like-minded people and make this vision come true. And don't retire. Don't retire until you make this vision come true. Sir, you know, it is very ironic that my wife asked me not to retire for obvious reasons. She can't put up with me for 24 hours talking about wafer level CSP and all that. So she might as well go somewhere and talk about it. My investors don't want me to retire for obvious reasons. They want to, you know, make more money. My colleagues and my management and the people I work with don't want me to retire because they want me to do their work so that they can all relax. And sir, now you're asking me to also not retire. So, looks like the message is clear. So we take up the challenge, we take up this challenge, and we will make this vision come true. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Rajamanikam, and once again, congratulations. Please give him a big round of applause for winning the IESA Technovation Sarabhai Award 2017. I'd like to request the dignitaries to please come back on stage and take your seats because we still have a few more awards to be given away. Ladies and gentlemen, the IESA Technovation Sarabhai Award is also being received by the late Shri Dr. Shivaling S. Mahant Shetty. This is a posthumous award. And before I call on Srimati Tasneem Mahant Shetty to come forward, we have a small video presentation.
Rural India has talent abound. But no system to see the rustic talents emerge into a successful form. A daily bread earner's son or a daughter cannot normally dream of sitting in front of a computer, be a chip designer, hold a responsible job in India and abroad. This is where a Messiah is needed, to plant dreams and lead them through the garden path, evoke in them a spirit of self-confidence. This is the vision. This is the mission of Dr. Shivling S. Mahant Shetty, the person who holds 67 patents to his name and an experience of almost 5 decades.
I'd like to now request Srimati Tasneem Mahant Shetty to please come forward and receive the award, the IESA Technovation Sarabhai Award, also being posthumously awarded this evening to late Shri Dr. Shivling S. Mahant Shetty. Thank you very much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now have the presentation of the mementos to the IESA Technovation jury members, and I'd like to request Mr. Ashwini Agarwal, Chairman IESA, to do the honors. The jury panel for academic awards goes to Mr. Vivek G. Power, Chairman, Sankalp Semiconductor Private Limited. Please give him a big round of applause.
So I would like Ram Reddy from Hyderabad to join me on the stage for this. And is Naranjan there in the audience somewhere? No, I can't see him. Okay, fine.
Mr. Vivek G. Power, Chairman, Sankalp Semiconductor Private Limited. And these are the IESA Technovation jury members being presented with a memento for their services. They've had the tough job of deciding the winners. I'd like to call on Professor Deepak Gupta, Professor, Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur. Professor Deepak Gupta, Professor, Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur. Please give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Professor Rajat Moona, Professor, Indian Institute of Technology, Bhilai. Is Professor Rajat Moona here with us? Please give him a big round of applause. Professor Rudra Pratap, Professor, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Professor Rudra Pratap. All right. He is not here with us, but we'll make sure that they will receive the awards. The jury panel for industry awards next. Mr. Sompal Chowdhury, Director, Zreyas Technology. Mr. Vinay Shenoy, Managing Director, Infineon. Mr. Arun Jain, Director, Sales and Marketing, Texas Instruments. Mr. Satish Andhra, Managing Director, India Partners. Yes, please give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We'd also like to call on state jury members, Mr. Anil Paranjape, venture capitalist and entrepreneur, and Mr. Rajesh Krishnan, Vice President, Memory Solutions, Samsung Semiconductor India Research. All right, ladies and gentlemen, could we have a big round of applause for all the jury members on the panel? We've almost come to the end of this evening. I'd like to request Mr. Anil Kumar Muniswamy, Vice Chairman, IESA, to present our chief guest for this evening, Shri Nara Lokesh, the Honorable Minister for IT, Panchayat Raj and Rural Development, Government of Andhra Pradesh, with a token of our appreciation for having accepted our invitation and gracing this evening. Thank you very much indeed, sir, on behalf of the entire IESA family. We'd also like to thank Sri Ram Mohan Mishra, IAS Additional Secretary and Development Commissioner, MSME. We'd like to thank you, sir, for having graced this occasion and for being here with us. I'd like to request Mr. Anil Kumar Muniswamy to present Mr. Ram Mohan Mishra, IAS Additional Secretary and Development Commissioner, MSME, with a token of our appreciation. We'd like to thank you, sir, for having accepted our invitation and gracing this evening. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to request all of you to please give yourselves a huge round of applause. It's been a very long day, and we sincerely appreciate that all of you stayed back right till the end. And as a token of our appreciation, we have an electronic lucky draw. How many of you feel lucky this evening? Well, if you don't feel lucky, there are no chances of winning. So I hope you feel lucky. So I'm not quite sure how this works. I've never been a part of this before, but it's electronic and it's going to appear on the screen. Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Okay, 3 or 4 of you are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Brilliant. Saundarya R, are you here with us? Now you're going to know why it's called a lucky draw. Mayur Kulkarni. The 2 unlucky individuals. Now, how many of you feeling lucky now? Any new? A lot of new hands going up. Nageshwar Rao. All of you are very excited. Ananda Raman. Maybe you should call this the unlucky, unlucky lucky draw. All right, we're going to keep it going. Anshul Sharma. Okay. Srinivas Prasad Mangal. No? Vishal Abrol. Okay, one more. If there are no winners, I'm taking this home. Anand Garnekar. All right. Vishal Anand. No one wants to pretend to be Vishal? Okay. Rahul M. Rao. Okay, we'll just give this one more try and let's see if we have someone who's Prashant. Prashanti? Oh. Okay, dinner is going to be happy. He's not sure. he's a little doubtful. Prashant T. Ladies and gentlemen, please give him a big round of applause. I'd like to request the Honorable Minister to present Prashant with a Kindle. He's just won himself a Kindle. Congratulations, Prashant. Prashant's taking full opportunity. He's okay. All right, congratulations, Prashant. Well done indeed. You've just won yourself a Kindle.